What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, the unified middleweight WBO IBF world champion, star boxer, Janibek, states now. Janibek surprisingly states at 32 years of age, okay, 17 wins, no losses, no draw, 12 wins by way of knockout. Stands 5'11" with a 71-inch arm reach. He states that after his unification bout, he's been offered, should he win his unification bout, December 6th, against the WBA multi-division world champion, Cuban superstar boxer, Erislandy Lara, who has 31 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is the WBA 160-pound middleweight world champion. They're going to fight December 6th on the undercard of Lamont Roach versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz in San Antonio, Texas, as the co-main event to unify the belts. Janibek is now stating that he has been offered, should he be victorious, to face off against the pound-for-pound king, the undefeated 5-division world champion, 3-division undisputed world champion, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, in Terence Bud Crawford, who is 42 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout. So Janibek is stating, he took to his social media and he said that he had great news, and he stated that should he be victorious in his upcoming fight against Erislandy Lara, right, Terence Crawford is on the table. And again, I love this move for Terence Crawford because it's not about names, it's about accomplishment now. So Janibek said, me versus Crawford, everyone has talked about it, and if all goes well with the Lara fight, it could happen next year. The best should fate the best. That's my mindset anyway. End quote. So Janibek is saying, all goes well with the Erislandy Lara fight, Terence Crawford is offered up. Now, we've seen His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh and Terence Crawford, where Turki Al-Sheikh, he stated that he had big news upcoming for Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford is going to announce big news that the only thing holding him back was that Terence Crawford just beat and shocked the world and many people's eyes, not mine because I predicted this, but he shocked the world and many people's eyes, defeating another first ballot Hall of Famer, essentially jumping up 3 weight classes, technically 2, to defeat the 4-division world champion, first ballot Hall of Famer, Mexican superstar, 2-time undisputed super middleweight, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez is 3 years younger than Terence Crawford, fights at 168 pounds, and everybody stated that Terence Crawford is going to get knocked out. Just too big, too strong. And I told the world for years that Terence Crawford can beat Canelo Alvarez. For years, right? And it came true. And he did it pretty handily. Competitive in the first 4 or 5 rounds, maybe. Terence Crawford separated himself. And you can see the talent gap. With that said, that was in September. And so Terence Crawford wants to take a few months, as His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh stated, and then he's going to come back with some new information. And I stated that the perfect opportunity, the perfect situation for Terence Crawford is not to chase the name, it's to chase the accomplishment. To put your accomplishment so far in the stratosphere that it more than likely will never be caught. And putting yourself in the conversation to be top 5 greatest fighters in boxing history, arguably, no doubt. You have to be in that conversation. That would make him a 6th-division champion and an undisputed champion in 4 different weight classes with only 2 more fights. And he can do so before he's 38 years age. Janibek, if he beats Erislandy Lara, okay, on December 6th, whoever wins, Lara or Janibek, and I'm saying Janibek because the politic game won't be played so much as it would be with Lara, with the PBC and wanting to defend it against their fighters and keeping it in the house and dropping belts and all that nonsense. Janibek ain't going to do that. Janibek is not going to take that route. Janibek beats Erislandy Lara, he's going to defend his titles against Terence Crawford because, for one, he's 32 going on 33 years of age. And he wants the big marquee fights. He wants to challenge himself, and he wants the best versus the best. Terence Crawford beats Janibek. He will hold all 3 belts. That in itself is going to make him a 6-division champion and a unified 4-division champion. In itself. He won't be undisputed in 4 different weight classes, but he'd be unified champion in 4 different weight classes. And now he gets the Carlos Adames fight afterwards and beats Carlos Adames. That makes him undisputed in 2 fights. And he can do so by fighting. Janibek is fighting December 6th. So let's say Janibek comes back March, April. Terence Crawford fights Janibek in March or April, right? Then Terence Crawford, and this is a glamour division, 160-pound middleweight division. So you undisputed in 2 of the 3 top glamour divisions in the sport of boxing history. Welterweight, 147, middleweight, 160, and heavyweight. So obviously he's not going to go to heavyweight. But he'll be undisputed in 2 of the most glamour divisions, the biggest divisions, the most popular divisions in all of boxing history, historic throughout the years. He'll be undisputed in 2 of those weight classes, 2 out of 3. And he's also undisputed in 4 different weight classes. And he's a 6-division champion. That puts his accomplishments so far in the stratosphere, you have to argue that he's top 5 and arguably the greatest boxer in history. And if allowed, he can hold on to the belts. If they allow him to, petition, listen, let me accomplish something. Let me be simultaneously undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. If they allow him to have 2 fights in middleweight, and he do so and win, he'll be undisputed at 160 and 168 before his 39th birthday. And he can retire and make big money, right? So, again, like I said, the names, don't chase the names, chase the accomplishment. At this point in time, there is no names that he can compete against that's going to equal. Everything else is taking a step backwards for what he did with Canelo. There's no bigger name that he could fight than Canelo. There's no one bigger in rep than Canelo outside of himself. And so just chase the accomplishment, which is very doable at 160 pounds. And it's in between. It's just 8 pounds south of where you at. It's very doable. And so Janibek is saying this is the thing. So you could fight Janibek in April. Then the summertime, August, you could fight Carlos Adames. You're done. September is your birthday. It's over. You could step off into the sunset as a 6-division champion, a 4-division undisputed champion, undefeated. He'll be 44 wins, no loss, no draw, and I don't know the outcome of the fight. That's huge. So what y'all think, man? That's huge for me. I'm excited. Let me know what y'all think, man. But drop a comment in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.